Hello, hello, hello. What's up tonight, everyone? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Justin, a little cheeky Autumn Shank, Northern Wolf Gaming, DC Sports. What's up tonight, everyone? MTG Bot, of course, mostly mediocre. Welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you for your subscription. Big scoops here for our new subscriber. What's going on, 595? Pandasaurus. Verimit MX, thank you for the info on how to donate for the victims of the earthquake down in Mexico City. Orlin, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you for your subscription. Big scoops here for our new subscriber. What's up, Zara? 5-color combo. How's it going tonight, everyone? Skate79, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you for your subscription. Big scoops here for our new subscriber. And Pedro Kavar, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you for your subscription. Big scoops here for our new subscriber. So what's going on? Excuse me. Oh man, something in my throat. What's going on tonight, everyone? Raziker, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you for your subscription. Big scoops here for our new subscriber. So how's it going tonight, everyone? Super excited. So we have the rules changes. Moto is so weird. So Moto already rotated standard. So we have a brand new standard format, even though we don't actually have the cards from Ixalan yet, but it also means we have the rules changes, which means we have the new Planeswalker rule, which means it's time for us to try out some more Gideon Tribal. So now, thanks to Planeswalkers being legendary, we can have multiple Gideons on the battlefield all at once, which should make the deck a lot better. So I'm super excited to give this deck a shot. I've been messing around with it. Still not 100% on all the slots in it, but I'm super interested to see how good this can be in the new format with the new rule changes. So it should be interesting, at least. Gideons are super powerful. No Kypheon. Kypheon just isn't very good, unfortunately. And even less good in a deck without creatures. I think Kypheon, you could maybe build like white weenie Gideons, and Kypheon could be okay, but in a deck with not very many attacking creatures, not very easy to make it more than a Savannah Lions. I'm super excited for it too, Autumn Shank. So also, before we get into everything, big news. I know it's slightly late notice, but next week on Wednesday at 6 Eastern Time, so the same time as we started tonight, actually, Commander Clash Live. We're finally doing Commander Clash Live. Jay Zoller, I think you were the first 12-month sub. Oh, welcome to the Fishbowl. That is super awesome, and you should be getting some cool one-year swag. That is very true. Thank you so much, Jay Zoller, for not only subbing, but everything you do. Definitely appreciate it, and it's super cool to see a one-year sub. And $5.95 donation from 595024113. Finally, Gideon Tribal, so excited for tonight. I'm super excited for tonight too, and thank you so much for the donation, 595. Definitely appreciate it. So yes, before I forget, Wednesday, 6 Eastern, Commander Clash Live. Everyone's going to be streaming. We'll have new Ixalan cards so we can mess around with some new stuff. So I will be streaming on this channel, obviously, but you can also multi-Twitch or bounce around, check out Tomer's stream, Jen's stream, Tom's stream, so you'll be able to see everyone's perspective. So it should be a really fun, interesting night. Hoping to do a couple matches, so maybe like 6 to 9, 6 to 10, depending on exactly how long the... Oh, is my mic super loud? Okay. I'm redlining, really? Huh. It doesn't look like I'm redlining, but I turned it down a little bit. But, make sure to check that out if you're interested. 6 o'clock on Wednesday. What's up, the business plan? And we had another subscription 6 months from Justin KP. Welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you for your subscription. Big scoops here for our new subscriber. Yeah, we just have masterpieces from opening them randomly. It is the same people that have been in Commander Clash Season 3. So Jen, Tomer, Tom, and myself will be doing the live stream. Analar, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you for your subscription. Big scoops here for our new subscribers. So, we got to do our reminders. First off, of course, the replay YouTube. If you want to check out any of the old streams, including this stream in the future, make sure to head over to the replay YouTube, subscribe to that. The normal YouTube, we played some Sweet Against the Odds yesterday where you're able to kind of put a twist on the typical Darksteel Reactor. Darksteel Reactor beatdown, I thought the deck was super sweet. Other people, it seemed a little bit, I don't know. Some people loved it. Some people thought it was a little bit cheating, but we killed people with an axe attached to, with an Ensouled Artifact attached, equipped with an axe. So that was pretty sweet at least. So check that out, along with all the other stuff. Also recording the review videos for Ixalan, so those should be coming out next week. And of course the merch page, if you're looking to support the streamer, the channel, or the site, you can pick up the new Get Rex t-shirt celebrating Ixalan and playmats and all the other sweet stuff there. So anyway, oh yeah, and donations. Donations are available down below. $2 or more gets your message read on stream. So if you are interested in that, that's awesome as well. All Regent, another 12 month in a row. Welcome to the Fishbowl. 1 year. Oh my goodness. Thank you for your subscription. Big scoops here for our new subscriber. Scorpion God, Wildfire Eternal. That looks pretty spicy. Star of Extinction off Wildfire Eternal. -1/-1 counter tribal. That is super janky, but it looks super fun. With the Nest of Scarabs for the combo. Alright, so let's talk about this deck. Commander Clash Live will be 6 Eastern on Wednesday. This coming Wednesday, which is the 27th. 6 Eastern on the 27th. Anyway, let's talk about this deck, get in our league, then we can talk about all kinds of stuff. So, you probably remember when Gideon of the Trials first came out, we played Gideon Trial for Against the Odds. Ooh, what is what is that, Jay Zoller? That was a new noise. I've never heard that sound effect before. 100 birthday cakes? Cupcakes? Anyway, we played this deck for Against the Odds. So the basic idea was to get down a Gideon of Trials, emblem the Gideon of Trials, and then use our other Gideons to keep the emblem active. So the emblem basically makes it so we can't lose the game if we have... Oh, it's bits. I didn't even know we did bits. That's cool. So... makes it so we can't lose the game as long as we have a Gideon. So we play Gideon, we emblem Gideon, we play more Gideons to keep the emblem going. The trick is, in the new rules with the new legendary planeswalkers, now we don't have to worry about having too many Gideons. That was one of the problems with the deck before. You could get Gideon flooded. You draw all Gideons, you can only have one Gideon at a time. That's pretty kind of rough and disappointing. Now we can have a Gideon of the Trials. We can have a Gideon Ally of Zendikar. We can have a Gideon Jaro. We can actually assemble full out Gideon Tron legally in Magic. So it should make this deck a bit more powerful since we can have multiple Gideons on the battlefield. So that's basically the plan, is we play lots of Gideons. Gideon after Gideon after Gideon after Gideon after Gideon, and beat our opponent down with Gideons while also not dying because we have Gideons. The rest of the deck is still a little bit in development. Lingering Soul, super good. It can work well with Gideon Ally of Zendikar emblem. Also just a good blocker, so we don't actually die, and our Gideons don't die. The rest of the creatures, Wall of Omens and Dark Confidant, testing out. We used to have Heart of Kurans. Trying Dark Confidant in that slot for some card advantage also works pretty well with the Gideon of the Trials emblem, since we can keep drawing even if we're in negative life totals and not die if we have the emblem. Otherwise, tons of removal, tons of discard. Abantu's Last Reckoning, a Wrath of God to sweep away the board. Pass and Fatal Pushes for targeted discard. Inquisition's Thoughtseize, Collective Brutality. So that's basically the plan of the deck. Otherwise, mana base, pretty simple. We have one Vault of the Archangel to gain a bit of life with our Gideons. In the sideboard, Ley Lines for combo, also protecting our Gideons against burn spells and the like. Stony Silence for Affinity Tron. More Brutalities, early game removal, discard. Surgicals for Graveyard. Also our main Tron plan with Fulminator Mage. Good against Scapeshift as well if we can kill their main kill condition land and then exile it. Anguish Unmaking, kind of a catch-all removal spell, and the Relics of Progenitus. So that's what we're battling with. Celtic's Banner, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you for your subscription. Big scoops here for our new subscriber. If our opponent is playing main deck Ensnaring Bridge, that's pretty bad for us. Anguish Unmaking is our main out in the sideboard to an Ensnaring Bridge. We can also just get it with discard preemptively, and we do have a pretty fast clock, so hopefully if our opponent has a bridge, we can like Thought Seize it, and before they reassemble their bridge, just beat them down with Gideon. So I'm torn on Heart of Kirin. It's either awesome or horrible. I'm gonna try it like this. There's definitely an argument for Heart of Kirin. Other people have been saying Bitter Blossom could be really good in that slot, but I'm gonna run it like this for tonight, and we will see how it goes. But it's definitely possible that we could have Bitter Blossoms, Heart of Kirins. There's a lot of things that would potentially be good in that slot. So, all right, Modern League, Gideon time. Come on, Gideons. I think that's the right list, hopefully. Yeah, it was a super sweet. It was a super sweet against odds. Yeah, I don't know. My voice is just like leaving me tonight. All right, on to round one. Check out this deck list. Maelstrom deck. I wish I had Commander 17 on MTGO early. Ooh, yeah, 5-color Ramos Dragon Engine seems like a super fun deck. That's the commander I'm most excited to play from Commander 2017 as well. What's up, Deservix? How goes it? Does this mean new Planeswalker rule extends on creatures? I mean, the rule is already there for creatures. So basically, Planeswalkers are just exactly the same as legendary creatures now. They work exactly the same. Sergeant Shenanigans, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you for your subscription. Big scoops here for our new subscriber. What's up, Master Toe? How goes it? Snaps Veriki, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you for your subscription. Big scoops here for our new subscriber. So yeah, we don't have Ixalan cards yet. Ixalan starts on Monday, so starting next week, we'll be able to start having some sweet Ixalan content. Yeah, I enjoy my Planeswalkers, and I'm sure we'll be playing more of them now that we have the new rule, which definitely makes Planeswalkers better. Like, in general, Planeswalkers are better. The Wildfire deck's better. The 5-color Blood Moon doubling season deck's better. All of those Planeswalker decks get a bit better. Well, welcome, N3S3S. That's true. If we get to Mo-Mir, there's a chance we see some Ixalan cards, because they do show up early in Mo-Mir for some reason. All right, here we go. Round one, Gideon Tribal. Yeah, we'll definitely be playing Standard a lot more once rotation happens. That's kind of what we've been waiting on so far. It is just rotation. It feels... We did play it on Tuesday, which turned out to be a mistake. Oh, man. Turbo Fog, verse control, over and over and over. I don't know if the chests have rotated. I don't think you're supposed to be able to, but maybe? Okay. I mean, this hand's fine. If our opponent's playing like Storm or something, it's pretty bad. We have our most expensive Gideon. We don't have discard. We do have a Dark Confidant though, so we'll give this a shot. I think it's good enough to try. Just played Gideon Tribal in a competitive league. Yeah, I mean, Gideon Tribal. Why would we not play in a competitive league? Gideon's really good. Base? Oh, dear. All right. Just kidding. Now we're in trouble. So, Crack, I mean, maybe it's okay. Crack Marsh Flats. This does look like Storm, unfortunately. Maybe not. Snow-covered island? So, play a Plains, run out our Dark Confidant. So the best thing we can do here is probably get down our first Gideon and just go to town with... Maybe this isn't. Maybe this is like turns or something. Okay, yeah, it looks like Storm. Steam Vents, untap, Serum Visions. So hopefully we draw into discard. If we draw into discard, things are great. If we're going to draw Gideons, we want Gideon of the Trials. That's our most relevant Gideon. Dark Confidant. Okay. So I think we first get in with Dark Confidant, hit our opponent. And then we're going to Collective Brutality, 2 modes, duress our opponent, and drain our opponent. And we'll discard, I think just, maybe the Wrath. Let's discard the Wrath. Gifts, Brawls, Manamorphoses. What do we do with this? What do we do with this? Yeah, I think the Wrath is the right discard. Thoughts on Opt versus Serum Vision in Storm? Well, better players than I seem to like Opt as far as playing Storm, so I guess that's probably right. Yeah, I mean, I guess we take Gifts. Next turn they Brawl, and then we Fatal Push Brawl. Brawl, yeah. So take the Gifts. Play Godless Shrine, untapped, pass the turn. We got to leave up Fatal Push here for the Brawl. Things could go very badly if they chain together the right cards. So there's Brawl. Here comes Manamorphose. So now we Fatal Push in response. So Brawl down. And our opponent shouldn't be able to combo off here without a Brawl. That seems unlikely. And now we're just hoping... Oh. They're just going to Grape Shot our Bob? I guess that's annoying. Huh. Okay. Well, hopefully we just draw more discard. That's what we really need, is just discard, discard, discard. We don't have Graveyard Hate in the main deck. Well, I mean, if we're not going to draw a discard, the next best thing we can do is just have a really fast clock. And Gideon, Ally of Zendikar, is a pretty fast clock. 2 more turns from here, we have to not die. Does our opponent find rituals? That's the question. Electromancer. Oh, no. Yeah, now we're dead. Whoo! Holy! Well, oh, boy. Well, I mean, their draw step was Electromancer and Ritual, so I guess good for them? They can't fizzle. You can't fizzle with a Grape Shot or with a Gifts Ungiven in your graveyard. There's no fizzling from this point because you can just keep looping Gifts Ungivens. So I think that, I mean, maybe our opponent could somehow drastically misplay, but yeah, I'm very confident they'll ban Storm again. I don't think they can whiff once they have a Gifts Ungiven. They had Gifts Ungiven in the graveyard the whole time. I'm pretty confident that this deck will get banned again. Wizard banned Storm when it's not good, and now that it's the best deck, second best deck in Modern again, pretty good chance that they'll end up banning it. Get Bickler, 3 months in a row. Welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you for your subscription. Big scoops here for a new subscriber. Finally got my Goldfish merch tokens and a playmat. Check out my Cycle deck. Ooh, well, let me see. Abandoned Sarcophagus is a really fun card. Really want to build around that at some point, but yeah, I mean, sure, we'll do a couple things, but we're dead. I like the cycling deck. Looks really fun. Yeah, I don't know what they'll ban, but they'll definitely ban something. They don't want Storm to be the best deck in the format. Thankfully, we have a decent number of sideboard cards for this matchup, and I mean, even this, with our draw being bad for Storm, our opponent had to run well to win this match, with just us having one discard spell, which is not a lot of interaction. Gifts, I don't think... Gifts has never been banned in Modern, has it? It's banned some places, but not in Modern. Alright, well, we get to bring in surgicals, collective brutalities, relics, and ley lines. Go down Wrath of God. Go down Gideon Jura, I think. Probably have to trim some of our removal. Well, I play decks that I want to play on occasion. I mean, what would Wizards ban? Maybe just like Electromancer seems like a good one. Or just another ritual? I'm not sure what the ban would be. I don't think it would be gifts, because gifts enables other decks that are pretty okay. Like the random janky reanimator decks. Even sometimes just shows up in storm decks. Relic over Rest in Peace because of Lingering Souls, primarily. We don't want to, in every matchup, we don't want to exile our Lingering Souls. We can go down Lingering Souls here. So, like, go down Bantu's Last Reckoning, go down a couple Lingering Souls, and maybe just cut Wall of Omens. Actually, maybe we keep Lingering Souls. Maybe we go down all the Wall of Omens and just play it like that. Grilled Cheese, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you for your subscription. Big scoops here for our new subscriber. I mean, they could ban Past in Flames. I think that just kills the deck, though. If they ban Past in Flames, Storm is just, it's no longer a thing. I'm always worried to cut removal because it is important to kill their creatures. I guess we could leave a Bantu's Last Reckoning as just a hedge against the goblin kill. Maybe something like this. Alright, let's play it like that. I mean, I don't think that Storm is so incredibly overpowered it has to be banned. But based on Wizards' history of banning Storm whenever it's even slightly playable, that I expect it to happen because of that. No sideboard cards. Tapped turn 1 land. So no turn 1 discard. I don't know if this is good enough. We have 4 graveyard haste spells. Yeah, we might have to mull this. I think it's close, but I don't know if it's good enough because of the tap land. I mean, we can kill their creatures. I'm just really nervous about tap land go. Plus, if we mull, we can hit actual sideboard cards. I think we're going to mull. Alright. Well, that was a disaster. Off to a not awesome start because... Yikes. Alright, well, I guess we got a Bob. I guess we keep the land. I don't think this is going to work, though. I mean, if it was a correct decision to mulligan, it was a correct decision to mulligan. There's no... It didn't become incorrect because we got a bad 6. I mean, what can you do? We do have a Bob to maybe draw into some action. Well, I guess we collect your brutality. Unfortunately... Actually, I think we're going to attack with Bob. Yeah, let's attack with Bob. If they block, then we get 2 brutality it. They block. Alright. Well, we lose our Bob, which is disappointing, but 2 modes. Duress our opponent, kill Baral. Discard Lingering Souls. Oh, this is so awkward. Jeez, this hand. Flip66, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you for your subscription. Big scoops here for our new subscriber. Yeah, this is rough. The problem is, if we take Past in Flames, We might have to take Empty the Warrens, as bad as that is. Well, the thing is, if we take Past and Surgical it, then they can just ritual, empty the Warrens, make 6 goblins. Can we beat that? that's the question. Can we just beat 6 goblins? If we don't, though, they can ritual. Oh man, they're pretty close. MR Jadon, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you for your subscription. Big scoops here for our new subscriber. Alright. I guess that's what we do. Take Past in Flames. Play Shambling Vent. Pass the turn. I don't think we have to Extraction right there. I'm glad we got rid of that Brawl. Like, I wish we could have kept our Bob, but it's definitely worth it to get rid of that Brawl. Opponent Rituals. Alright, so... now we'll Surgical. Yep, they're just going on the Empty the Warrens plan. That's their only Pass in Flames. Yikes. Crime and Stereo, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you for your subscription. Big scoops here for our new subscriber. Geez, they only have 1 Pass in Flames? That's unfortunate. Ritual. Here comes the goblins. Yep. Alright. Now we just gotta beat the goblins. Well, playing Marsh Flats... flashback Lingering Souls, pass the turn. Sure, Fallen. I'd love to take a look at your Merfolk list. Opponent goes attacking. Block. Crack, Godless Shrine, tapped. Ooh, another Shambling Vent's actually relevant. Pass the turn. Opponent goes on the big attack. Well, fire up Shambling Vent. You gotta be kidding! Oh my god. Alright, well, I think we're dead now. Wow. That's unfortunate. And more Shambling Vents, and that's the game. Well, alright. That's unfortunate. On to round 2, I guess. Jeez. Well. Wipe away. Oh, man. What are the odds? I think we actually have really good game against Storm, but we were on 5 cards. After sideboarding, I think we have a really good matchup against Storm. But, I mean, sometimes you mull to 5 and your opponent draws Wipe away. That is how Magic works. Well, can you post your message, Veriment, and I will try to read it for you. All right, we get to play first. So, Veriment, who is originally from Mexico, wanted to us to remind everyone that you can donate to the Topos, which is Mole in Spanish Resco Group, by going to their homepage, topos.mx in Spanish, and clicking on the donor button, or you can PayPal them, or you can also donate through the Mexican Red Cross by through Amazon. So if you are want to help out the victims of the really tragic earthquake down in Mexico City, definitely keep that in mind. We will. What do we do? We got the Gideons. We only have 2 lands, unfortunately. No problem, Veriment. Glad I could assist. Also, yes, Puerto Rico as well could definitely use help. You can go to generosity.com for them. So definitely tons of crazy stuff going on in the world. So we're going to keep this. Worst case, we don't draw lands and we have lingering souls. So that's something at least. Yeah, I mean, we'll try it. There's definitely a risk that we just never draw land and things go horribly. Yeah, how about that, Northern Gaming? Yeah, that list just never works. The link just never works for me, so I can't really look at it. Let me see, Looney. Ooh, Ravenous Intruder Eggs. That seems like a really fun deck. I've wanted to do something like that for Budget Magic for a long time, but I've never been able to get it right, but it looks fun. Yeah, we're going to try this. It's a bit risky, but we're going to try it. When am I playing Shadowverse? I've never played Shadowverse, but welcome to the streaming, Loki. Maybe I'll play Shadowverse at some point. I don't even want to count that one to the record. That, oh man, that was brutal. I've had a really bad, just things have not gone well on our streams lately. Zarmin, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you for your subscription. Big scoops here for our new subscriber. Hey, what's up, The Machine? Welcome. Yes, the new Planeswalker rule is happening on Magic Online already. Alright, so let's just Godless Shrine tapped. Cross our fingers. We got to draw at least 1 land in the next 2 turns, or we're going to be super sad. Lovely. Well, Dark Confidant's not bad, but hopefully this is Eldrazi Tron. If this is traditional Tron, things are a little rougher. Alright, looks like Eldrazi Tron. Well, hopefully this Bob gives us a land. Alright, there's a land. That's good. So Marsh Flats, crack Marsh Flats, grab a Plains, and get down Gideon number 1. And since we have an opportunity, we're just going to emblem here. Pass the turn. Alright, Gideon 1 achieved. We're getting close. Can Gideon Tron beat Tron Tron? That is the question of the hour. Ghost Quarter and Matter Reshaper. Come on, lands. $5 from Fallen says, here's a Merfolk list. Spell numbers need some work, but it'll be worked out as I playtest. Awesome. Thank you so much for the donation. Let me see here. So, opponent passes. Come on, land. We really need a land, Bob. Bob land? Alright, there. That works. So, Godless Shrine, untapped. Gideon, number 2 coming down. Gideon Tron versus Tron Tron. Make a 2-2. Tick up on Matter Reshaper. I think we actually don't get in with Bob. Let's just pass. Opponent has a land. Oh, they get to take one of our Bobs. That's unfortunate. I am going to pull up the Merfolk list. I'm trying to... I can't link it from the screen, so I am pulling it up. Thank you again for the donation, Fallen. Opponent does take a Gideon. No attacks. Dark Confidant. More Gideons. So what do we do now? Oh, and we took 4 off that? The Merfolk deck looks pretty sweet. It looks pretty aggressive. Looks like, I mean, it could work. You got ways to make things unblockable and unblockable Merfolk. Branchwalker's a really good card. All right, so what do we do here? We got an emblem, so we're not going to die just to Bob. Unfortunately... Unfortunately, a lot of our removal is blanked at the moment. So I think what we do is we just emblem Gideon. Play a Gideon. Make a 3/3. Tick up on Thought Knot. Play Godless Shrine. Tapped. And pass the turn. I think we're in pretty alright shape. Seagate Wreckage. Okay. Opponent. Passing. Alright, come on. Good Bob hits. More Gideons. Oh, what do we do? What do we do? We can't play any 1-mana stuff because of Chalice. You can make multiples of the same emblem, so we could just emblem again. I'm thinking we just attack, tick up on Thought Knot. We can emblem attack with everything. How do we lose is the big question. We can lose to All Is Dust. All Is Dust is the card I'm most scared of. The problem is we can kill our opponent next turn. They would have to have Eldrazi Temple All Is Dust. So we can emblem Gideon. Activate Gideon. Go attacking with everything. I think we just want to try to close this game out as fast as possible. Double Gideon emblem. Yes. Opponent blocks. Opponent blocks. Yup. Alright, we draw from Thought Knot. What's opponent get? Opponent gets another Thought Knot. Alright. We get another Gideon. Well, I think this means we need 2 Lingering Souls, Shambling Vent, and just Wall of Omens. And we still have Lethal next turn, but we still also have Lingering Souls in the graveyard if there's an All Is Dust to make 6 power plus double Shambling Vent. They do have Eldrazi Temple. So our opponent's going to survive. Sammy, for the 8th month in a row, welcome back to the Fishbowl. Thank you for your subscription. Big Scoops cheer for our new subscriber. Alright, so our opponent had the Wombo combo. That's exactly what they needed to maybe stay alive. But we... Flashback Lingering Souls. I think we just Lingering Souls. Attack for 4 with Shambling Vent. I think is the best line. Actually, no. I think we actually just Lingering Souls. Play Shambling Vent. Pass the turn. I think this should do it. We wanted to get the Lingering Souls out of our hand because of Thought Knot. So I think it's better to get it in the graveyard where it doesn't get Thought Knotted and then plan on winning this turn. Yeah, Gideon with flashback would be nice. And I think our opponent just scooped it up. Moto is freezing up. We got there. All right, sweet. Well, that is what we're looking for from Gideon Tribal. That is basically exactly what we want. Why are the Hascom promos so expensive now? Aren't they like $30 for three of them? They actually seemed, I thought they were actually pretty cheap. Bantu's Last Reckoning, questionable. I had one Wrath of God, one Damnation. Bantu's Last Reckoning does work really well with our Planeswalkers, being a little bit cheaper, and our Planeswalkers don't really care about not untapping. And it's basically just a little bit faster. I'm definitely not sold on Bantu's Last Reckoning over the Damnation. Something I wanted to try out, though. Ooh, Monumental Soul Sisters looks super fun. Ketra's Monument, such a powerful card. It costs $0 to have me sign a card. Well, I mean, other than I do ask that you send a self-addressed stamped envelope. So if you want to send me cards, by all means, P.O. Box 110, Clyde, New York, 14433, and I will sign them no charge. I'm happy to do it. So I just ask that you have the self-addressed stamped envelope so I can actually get the cards back to you. So yeah, definitely. Yeah, oh, okay, so the resale prices are what's expensive. I see. What do we want against, I mean, I guess we probably want Fulminators. Anguish Unmaking seems good. Fulminator seems reasonable. Collective Brutality seems bad. Inquisition also seems sketchy. I'm always really torn on Stony Silence. Apparently Stony Silence is good, but I never think it is good. It seems bad against the Eldrazi Tron build. I don't know about Surgical. I don't know if it's worth it. Maybe, but I'm not sure. Because Tron is like their backup plan. I guess we'll bring in a Stony Silence. Maybe like this. Can we get the last Stony Silence in? All right, let's try it like this. I think that's as good as it goes. Well, that was a pretty good run for us. Push is not horrible. It kills Thought Not Seers. We do have some fetch lands to trigger it. I have not been able to play post-rotation standard yet. Alright, maybe we should have brought in the second Stony. Oh, we got it anyway. Alright. Well, I mean, if we draw land, life is good. Yeah, we'll try this. See how many Eldrazi temples our opponent has. Always a big question. We lost to Storm in round 1, unfortunately. So, there's a land. Concealed Courtyard past the turn. Cavern of Souls. Not very relevant against us, other than fixing mana. Hey, what's up, Pestilence? Good to see ya. Alright, there's the Chalice. There goes our Fatal Pushes. So let's just Ghost Quarter and run out Stony past the turn. Hopefully get down Gideon next turn. Do they have the Temple? Hangerback X1. Oh, and they missed their land drop? Alright. Well, I think it's max punishment time. I think we just Fulminator them down to 1 land. That's got to be the right play. Pass the turn. That's got to be the best. Hope they don't draw lands for a minute. Opponent gets in for 1 with the sad Stony Silence Hangerback. And passes. I would like to hit a land drop. Ugh. Oh, what do we do now? Tawnos, what's going on? Jundry Trace. 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 Tra Ooh, Satyr Wayfinder. I'll play anything with Satyr Wayfinder. That looks really fun to play. It looks a little like Graveyard Hate might be an issue, but it looks really fun. Worm Harvest. Lots of cool cards. Oh, we should get a clock. You know what? I mean, we call it Gideon Tribal. We came here to play Gideons. So, let's play some Gideons. Hopefully we just draw land for Ally of Zendikar. Or our opponent just never draws land. Either outcome acceptable. Opponent passes. Well, we're going to go attacking. They get a 1-1, whatever. Opponent takes it. Well, now we'll just Lingering Souls. Make some more threats, pass the turn. We're playing against Eldrazi Tron at the moment, but our Fulminator and our opponent keeping a land-light hand seems to be working in our favor. And our opponent scoops it up. There we go. What's up, SNPR? Well, Gideon Tribal, equaling out the record, back to 1-1. Lost to Storm, disappointingly in round 1. So that last match was not the last game was not a huge fight from our opponent because our opponent didn't get lands, but first game, they actually had a pretty good draw and All Is Dust, and we still won pretty easily thanks to multiple Gideon emblems. Yeah, that was pretty sweet. The new rule is effect on Magic Online. So back to 1-1, and we got to take a quick 30-second break before round number 3. Be right back. 30 sec. Oh, hang on. I just heard the donation noise. So donation, then we got to take a quick 30-second break because we haven't had one yet. 210 from 595024113. We call this deck Gideons, and we came here to play some Gideons. That is correct, 595. And thank you so much for the donations. And play Gideons we did. All right, 30 seconds. Thanks again for the donation, 595. Be right back for round number 3. And we're back. All right, back waiting for round number 3. What's up, Terranator? How goes it tonight? And, all right, wow, we are cruising through this league. Already to round 3. No audio or video? Try refreshing, maybe. Ooh, Gideons, walls. All right, I mean, this hand looks great against any creature-based deck. The commander deck looks sweet. Food chain. Some nice sacrifice themes. Kiki. I like it. All right, we will keep. Yeah, if you have an audio video problem, just try refreshing. That usually takes care of it. I mean, you could play Mono Blue Jace control. What are we up against? I guess we get to find out. Conceal Courtyard, and Let's Inquisition. I'm guessing control could be Storm again. Ooh, oh no. Ugh. Huh. Mono Blue turns. We are running into some super weird matchups. Yep, there's some op action in Modern. Yep. Old school opt. Do we just take Remand? I mean, they're going to be drawing a ton of cards. We can't really do much about it. Opponent opts, finds a land. We have a fast clock. The question's going to be, is it fast enough to kill our opponent before they start comboing? So Concealed Courtyard, get down to Dark Confidant, pass the turn. Gideon Emblem. How good is Gideon Emblem here? Opponent plays a land. Dark Confidant. Gideon. Wall of Omens. So get in with Dark Confidant. Hit our opponent. Marsh Flats, crack it. Opponent's going to get to start drawing extra cards. Plains and Gideon. Kaya Ashmore for the 6th month in a row. And Breedelli, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you for your subscription. Big scoops here for our new subscriber. So Will Emblem, although I'm not sure this is enough since our opponent's going to start drawing extra cards. There's Dictate. We could use some discard. That would be sweet. They shouldn't be able to combo this turn. Plays a land. Plays a Serum Visions. Setting up for next turn. This might be a bad matchup. I mean, it's not a quote-unquote real matchup. Really? Well, get in for 4 with Gideon. Play Shambling Vent, pass the turn. I live in Russia, so... Oh, man. That's a good question. I am not sure about how to get cards signed from Russia. That I'll have to look into. I don't know about Boggle's Storm version of Seder Wayfinder. Discard, please. Land. Path. Lingering Souls. I think we're in troubles. Those were not the cards we wanted to draw. Ah, Bob is so good. So we can hit for 6. The thing is, we're just not going to get another turn. I think we got to play Wall and hope to draw discard. Well, that's sort of discard. I don't know if that's enough, though. Fire up Gideon. Go attacking. Hit our opponent, hit our opponent. Inquisition. Well, at least we get to see if we're dead. Yeah, there's the Dictate. Oh, boy. What do we do? What do we do? They get so many draws. I mean, we can take Gigadrouse and hope they somehow whiff through Opt, Double Dictate, and a draw step. I think we got to do that. I think that's our only realistic hope here. So take Gigadrouse. Play Isolated Chapel. Yeah, I mean, we're just hoping they whiff. It's not likely with this many draws, but it's not impossible. So opponent leaves it on top. That is a bad sign. Discard a land. Here comes all the draws. Plays a land. And passes? Interesting. Come on, good draws. Gideon, discard. We need discard. They drew Gigadrouse. Oh, man. Taps, 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 taps. We need discard. Well, there's a Thoughtseize. Gideon. So Godless Shrine, untapped. Thoughtseize. I mean, take Cryptic Command and hope again that they whiff. Oh, things are going to fall apart here soon. Odds getting pretty small. Discard Lingering Souls. Discard a Gideon. Alright, opponent. Yep. They drew a Temporal Mastery. And now the game is over. Serum Visions. Plays a land. Temporal Mastery. Opponent gets to draw some more cards. Part the Water Veil. I mean, it was over for a long time. Opponent draws. Gets in. Sure, we'll block, whatever. I mean, with 8 cards in hand, there's no fizzling. The Chosen One, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you for your subscription. Time Warp for our opponent. Big scoops here for our new subscriber. Yeah, I mean, there's not really... A counter on Gideon is not relevant to this game. Opponent goes attacking. Yep. Extra turn spell. Yep. Unfortunately, we're not, we didn't really build with mono blue turns in mind, but I mean, you never know what you'll run into in a competitive league on Magic Online. Competitive, quote unquote. So, yeah, we don't really have much for this deck. We can bring in Surgicals and Collective Brutalities, and maybe Relics, and that's basically all we have. Tibalt Tribal would be tough since there's only one Tibalt. Wraths are no good. Paths are no good. And... Our opponent's on all islands. Can go down a Gideon, maybe. A big Gideon and a Fatal Push. For Anguish Unmaking, something like that. I mean, yeah, Wall is fairly useless, but at least it cycles. I don't know if we have other better options than Wall. I mean, if we do, then... Ooh, Archangel combo. Yeah, that deck looks good. Eldritch Evolutions. Good way to assemble everything. Kind of like Birthing Pod with Eldritch Evolution. Leave in pushes, you think? Yeah, I guess. We have 3 Fatal Pushes still in. Leyline doesn't do anything. I mean, we can kill Awoken lands, and I'd rather not give our opponent a land and thin their deck. I don't really want 4 pushes. I think I'd rather just have walls, honestly. I'd rather just redraw. Yeah, let's try it like that. Yeah, our opponent comboed off with their turbo turns. Alright, we get to play first. Oh, deck. We have have 2 Ghost Quarters, 1 Vault of the Archangel, and 1 Plains, I think. 2 Plains. But I think that this draw is going to force us to mulligan, unfortunately. This hand would have been super good. Are we really going to Ghost Quarter ourselves? The problem with that is then how do we ever play a win condition and actually win the game? How do we do this? We're also on the draw, so we don't even get a draw. I don't think we win if we Ghost Quarter ourselves. Alright, I mean, I guess this is okay-ish. We'll put third Bob to the bottom. Shambling Vents go. Opponent. Plays an island. Well, play Courtyard. Ugh. Our 1 Gideon Jura is not what we were hoping for. Opponent opts. I mean, this hand's okay-ish. We're a little short on discard and ways to interact with what our opponent's doing, but... Oh, thank you, deck. Well, we drew our 3 worst cards in our deck in a row. We just don't got no luck. No luck at all. Oh, that's unfortunate. So, I mean, this already feels like a hard matchup, and it is super hard when we don't have any luck. Tap land, untap land, Wall of Omens. God, we are running so badly. All right, get in with our Dark Confidants, I guess. Yeah, we're probably just dead. Collective Brutality, 2 modes. Duress, Drain. Discard a Fatal Push. At least Fatal Push is doing something. Opponent probably has Dictate, I assume. Veranor Vante, 10 months in a row. Said I have to work on Tuesdays and Thursdays now, but luckily I still get to watch the replays. Gotta feed the kids. Yes, we do, and thank you so much for your subscription. Welcome back to the Fishbowl. Big scoops here for our new subscriber. Oh, man. Our opponent's draw is as good as our draw is bad. Well, we'll take Gigadrouse. Pass the turn. Opponent gets to start drawing extra cards. How do I make, and when is it appropriate to build a transformational sideboard? Also, your most recent against odds could tweak a bit and use Polymorph. Ooh, that would be sweet. Opponent, Maikukuru. They have more dictates in hand. Dark Confidant. Gideon. Wall of Omens. Another dark... Oh, my goodness. Oh, deck. Yep. And I'm pretty sure the game is over. Our opponent should be able to win next turn. Well, that's been a disaster. Opponent dismembers a Dark Confidant. Well, play Wall of Omens. Discard? Surgical. Would be good if we had discard. I guess we just play another Dark Confidant, pass the turn. Yeah, maybe we'll do a Brewer's Minute on transformational sideboards at some point. Opponent remands. Yep, well, pass the turn. We'll discard a big Gideon. Yeah, does surgical help though? Maybe? They already have the dictate. I don't know if it helps as much as we need it to help. Opponent. Ops. Play. There's the land. So we get some extra draws. Land. Collective Brutality. Okay. All of our lands are tapped. Yeah, we know they have a negate, unfortunately. Well, let's Brutality. 2 modes. Duress and Drain. At least if our opponent does this, it means... It means that they're not playing another Dictate this turn. After you play Jackos, can I send you a janky infect build and put it up in the voting? Well, you can definitely send it to me. If I like it, it could be an instant deck tech. Let me see, Bobbio. Opponent lets it go. Negate, remand, Snapcasters. Well, I guess we take remand. Get in with Dark Confidant. Hit our opponent. Are they going to Snapcaster to kill our Dark Confidant? That's the question here. There's Snapcaster. Targets opt. So, Fatal Push Snapcaster. They might have to negate here. If they negate, yep, they're going to negate, so they don't get to opt. Opponent blocks. So, play Shambling Vent. Pass the turn. I don't think we want a surgical. I think we gotta try to surgical an extra turn spell. Like Time Warp. So there's Time Warp. But now we get to surgical Time Warp. Alright, so Time Warp's down. Opponent has how many extra turn spells left? 3 Masteries, 3 Part the Water Veils. That's what our opponent's got left to draw into. Although they are drawing an extra card. Alright, so, yup. They do get an extra turn, unfortunately. $15 from Taylor Jones. Hey, Seth, just joining. Thanks so much for the awesome content and sending back a couple of cards for me. Also, did you see a place for Sunmare after... Someone fought the hypergeometric calculator because those odds were not good, but they just got us. Yup. Oh boy. Oh man, that's game. Oh, we are so unlucky. So I think Sunmare has a chance to survive rotation, but it's definitely going to need to change quite a bit. Man, oh wow, wow. It's hard to overstate how big of a swing that is because if they had to pay full price for their extra turn spell, then they're still only drawing one card each turn. But now that our opponent got to do it for free, they're able to draw two cards each turn, and they're able to, yeah, yeah. I mean, that's just game. So opponent gets to tap us out. Yep. I mean, we're not going to scoop, but that was a huge swing. I think we might have been favored before that. Inquisition that we can't cast. I guess we can Ghost Quarter ourselves Inquisition. That might actually be worth it compared to doing nothing. Yeah, I think we're going to. Ghost Quarter, yes. Get our Swamp. Inquisition. Oh, they have extra turn spell Cryptic. Yeah, okay. Pass the turn. Yeah, I mean, that's all we can really do. Could you have used your Vault there? I mean, I guess we could have activated Vault, but all it would do is give our zero-powered Wall of Omens lifelink and death touch. So, I mean, yeah, we could have done it, but I don't think it would do anything as far as I can tell. Activates my Kukuru. And finds exhaustion. Marsh Flats. Gideon. Play the land, pass the turn. I mean, Vent still gets tapped down. Everything's still tapped down. Like, we can activate it, but it's still going to be tapped. So I'm not sure what that gains us to have a tap fence. Alright, now our opponent gets to awaken part the Water Veil. Oh, man. This has been the nightmare. That Miracle, we got miracled, unfortunately. And yeah, that does it. Own it. Oh, they just drew another one? Alright, sure. Well, what can you say? I mean, what can you say? Oh, man. Oh, God. Well, that's unfortunate. I don't think Mana Tithe. I mean, Mana Tithe would be a fun troll card to play, but I'm not sure it's better than discard. So we beat Eldrazi. We beat Eldrazi Tron. We lost to Storm on a Mull to 5, and then, I mean, that was just a nightmare. I don't think that's a good matchup, but it's not a matchup that is relevant. So, I mean, that's how Modern goes. You build to beat 20 decks, but sometimes people are playing deck number 40, and they get ya. Sunmare and Arcane Adaption. Yeah, I mean, that sounds like a fun... It sounds fun. Arcane Adaption's a weird card. I think it's mostly a trap card where people... I think it's almost always wrong to play it unless it's part of a combo. So if you're like gonna go infinite with it or something, but to actually try to use it to like, I don't know, play a Vampire Lord in your Merfolk deck seems like it's not usually gonna work out. I need a one-off janky standard deck for final F&M tomorrow before rotation. Any ideas of yours that didn't make it, no matter how bad? Spiciest wins an extra fatal push promo. Oh man, I'd have to think about it. I haven't really worked on Standard in a month or more leading up to rotation, so not off the top of my head, unfortunately. No, I'm definitely not done with this deck. This deck is really good. We've just been, I mean, we ran into a weird matchup. We mulled the 5 against Storm, and we beat Eldrazi, so, I mean, it is the variance of Magic. But, no, I'm still very convinced that this deck is good. That's kind of the downside of a stream when you play 5 matches. There's a lot of variance involved, and sometimes it doesn't come up in your favor. And I mean, there's still things that can definitely be developed. Like, we might have too many shambling vents, for example, little things like that. Opponent's on the all-land Wrath of God hand, okay. Oh, isolated, alright. They might be playing our deck, actually. This could be the mirror. I did, like, tweet out the list earlier, so it's not impossible that our opponent is playing the exact same deck, although pretty sure our hand is way better than theirs. Even with the super clunky shambling vents here. Lingering Souls, yup. Untap land would be ideal. Ugh. Isolated Chapel. You are not the untap land we were waiting for. Opponent plays a tap land. And gets in with the spirits. Fatal Push could come in handy eventually. I think we just run out Dark Confidant and play a tap land. They didn't have removal in hand a couple turns ago. They definitely could have drew it by now, but... they did. Yep, alright. If our opponent just draws and plays a Gideon, it's actually pretty bad for us. Bitter Blossom. Okay. I guess that's kind of bad for us. Still think we win if we draw Gideon. We don't have a way to just kill Bitter Blossom, though, unfortunately. Alright, well, I guess we run out our Lingering Souls. Play Isolated Chapel. Pass the turn. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is the mirror. I mean, I guess it could be a horrible hand from Black-White tokens, but I don't think Black-White tokens would be playing Wrath. I'm pretty sure it's the mirror. Opponent. Attacks. Well, I guess we kill the spirits. Godless Shrine. Untapped? More Lingering Souls. Well, now we might just have to Wrath, unfortunately. Well, yup. Lingering Souls. Yeah, I think we gotta spend our Wrath here. Clear the board. Pass the turn. Where's all of our Gideons? I mean, I don't think Black-White Tokens is gonna play Wrath in the main deck. Maybe? I mean, maybe it's Black-White Tokens with Wrath. I still think it's most likely a Gideon deck. Yup, it's a Gideon deck. And, wow! Well, now we're actually in a lot of trouble. Opponent drew the first Gideon. And now there's our Gideon, but it is a lot late. Play Dark Confidant. Play Lingering Souls. Yeah? Pass the turn. Yep, we are buried under our opponent's Gideon, unfortunately. How do we possibly get out of this? Yeah, the Planeswalker rule has changed. Opponent. Tapping. Plays their Wrath. Here comes Gideon. Yeah, we just don't have a good way of killing this Gideon, unfortunately. And we will continue our string of drawing every tap land in our deck. What do we do? The problem is if we play Gideon and they have a removal spell, then they kill the 2/2, kill our Gideon, and we pretty much just lose. But I don't know if it gets better no matter what we do. I guess we could try to wall, but that feels super bad. I guess we can Collective Brutality, Duress. Opponent drew another Gideon. Yeah, I mean, game. Opponent got the Gideons. And we did not. So, Wall of Omens. Yeah, play Concealed Courtyard and pass the turn. I mean, now that we know our opponent has a second Gideon, we're definitely dead. Yeah, this is a mirror match. Opponent. I mean, it's cool to see other people playing the deck. I don't know if there's any sense in continuing to play here. Because our opponent has another Gideon. Yeah, I mean, game. Yep, makes a 2/2. Lingering Souls doesn't do anything. I mean, I guess we play it, but it doesn't. Yeah. So play Lingering Souls. I mean, I guess our opponent doesn't know it's a mirror. So I guess that's another reason to just concede. Yeah, the new Planeswalker rule's in effect. Although, I mean, our opponent very well could know if they know who I am, because I've been talking about the deck, and that's definitely a possibility that they know because of that, even though not by our cards. I mean, if they know who I am, I'm sure they know what it is, but they could not know who I am, and then they could think it's a token deck or something. Opponent. Well, they could not know who I am, though. Yep, fires up Gideon. Fires up Gideon. I guess he kind of dies to removal. Fires up Shambling Vents. Yeah, I'm just going to concede. There's not really any point. There's no draws that get us out of this. Sometimes I think people watch the stream as they're playing. Well, we want Anguished Unmaking. And we might actually bring in, like, Fulminators and Surgicals? We have a lot of things that are not good. Like, Fatal Push is very not good. Wrath of God, I guess we can keep the Wrath because of Lingering Souls. Yeah, I mean, Fulminator is not insane, but I don't think we can leave Fatal Pushes in our deck. And Collective Brutality is pretty mediocre as well. Hey, what's up, J.H. Slinger? How goes it? It's going well. I mean, our running has not been ideal, and our record's not great, but it's going well. Ooh, Modern Delver? Only one Blood Moon. If you can find room for one Blood Moon, you can find room for 3 more. Walls, Lingering Souls. Wrath's not even great. Alright. I guess we'll try it like that. Yeah, Path kills Gideon, so Path is good. Yeah, it'd be funny if we're really to the point where you gotta play Gideon's Defeat in your modern sideboards. Our Tuesday luck is continued. Alright, we'll try this. It's not good. I don't even think we can keep Path. Yikes. Play Concealed Courtyard, pass the turn. Am I doing pre-release? Maybe. I haven't really figured it out for sure. Opponent has Windswept Teeth. And passes. We draw. A Gideon we can't cast. Alright, play a land, pass the turn. Well, busy at work is good, Vermet. Opponent gets a Godless Shrine. Well, we'll probably stream a pre-release on Magic Online. Oh, by the way, Wednesday, for the people that weren't here in the beginning, Collective Brutality, yep. Not a good card in this matchup. I'm kind of surprised our opponent left it in. It's dead in a lot of hands. Wednesday, 6 Eastern, Commander Clash live stream. So keep an eye out for that. If you're interested, everyone will be streaming on their own channel. Hey, thank you, Mantris. It's going well. I don't think it's worth surgicaling a land. That might actually help our opponent, honestly. Come on, lands. We do have Gideons. Well, I guess Lingering Souls is a card that we don't mind drawing if we're not going to draw lands. So Lingering Souls, pass the turn. No problem, Sandfrog. Phone has a swamp. Ooh, mono. Oh, that's like the Karma Herborg combo. That's super fun. Pona has the first Gideon. Makes an emblem. Come on, Dak. Give us a land. If you ever one time wanted to be nice. Dak. Alright, we'll play a Gideon. Tick up on our opponent's Gideon. We have Gideon Tron, but we don't have the lands. We just don't have the lands to be able to cast them. Oh, boy. Yeah, 6 Eastern on Wednesday. See what our opponent has. Ooh, Siege Rhino Tribal. It's like 34 Rhinos Commander Edition. Opponent has their 4th land drop. And a Liliana. Well, if we don't draw lands, it's super bad for us. Ticks down Liliana? Okay. Alright, takes up on our Spirit. Do we draw land? The age-old question. We do not. Well, I guess this means we Lingering Souls, and then our opponent plays Gideon Jura, and then we lose. If we fire up Gideon, it's almost assuredly going to get pathed. That's awesome! Shapeanu's really cool. Brocket, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you for your subscription. Big scoops cheer for our new subscriber. You gotta assume our opponent has path. So I guess we just tick up on Gideon. And pass the turn. Oh yeah, the deck is awesome. We're just in the bad variance end of things. Lots of mulligans, weird matchups. I'm still very confident in the deck, though. Always disappointing when it's a deck that's really good and a league doesn't go well, but I mean, what can you do? Revel in Riches. Revel in Riches seems like a sweet against the odds card. Opponent finds a Thoughtseize. Can start taking our castable cards. Yeah, Kypheon is not playable. I think we need to try to kill our opponent's Planeswalkers. Yeah, opponent takes Gideon, opponent takes Fulminator. And yeah, this is a disaster. Man. We have those cards in our deck. I respectfully disagree, Allie Walsh. There's not many decks that win when they mulligan every game. Opponent takes up Gideon. I mean, what do we even want to draw here? More Lingering Souls, I guess, since we can't draw lands? Opponent passes. Well, I guess we can do the Path Our Own Stuff plan to try to find lands. So, attack Liliana, attack Liliana. Emblem doesn't do much at the moment. I mean, we'll potentially want an Emblem eventually, but it doesn't really do anything right now. Yeah, I mean, Path is very good against the Gideons. Opponent plays a land. Fires up Shambling Vents. Yeah, I don't think we're going to kill Shambling Vents. We really just need to draw some lands for these Gideons. Gets in at our Gideon, sure. Yup. They obviously have at least one path in hand. I don't think there's anything to change, Razek. We have 24 lands. We have lots of 1s and 2 drops. It's just I mean, I guess we could maybe go down like a Shambling Vat or something, but just one of those things. So, take up on the Gideon. Dark Confidant's an interesting draw. I mean, I assume it's just going to get pathed, but getting it pathed does get us a land in a roundabout way. I think we need to save our path to kill our opponent's Gideons. I don't think we can really just run out path. Oh, no! Oh, God. Alright, opponent makes a 2-2. Well, now we're way behind the Gideon 8-ball. Opponent takes up on our Spirit. Pass the Bob. So we do get a land, which means we could get to Gideon eventually. More souls. So I guess we got to go attacking... Man, still not a land. Attack Big Gideon. Tick up on Little Gideon. Play Lingering Souls. Conceal Courtyards to give us untap mana on turn 1 to Thoughtseize. I don't know if the new rule does anything to infect ants, actually. Opponent turns on their Little Gideon. Yeah, losing Gitaxian Probe, Fatal Push, those are the things that really hurt Infect. Fires up Big Gideon. Not sure why our opponent's doing this. Fires up Shambling Vents. Well, this works. Now we get to Path Gideon? This is a oddly aggressive line from our opponent. I don't know why they would turn on the Gideon that all damage is prevented from. So, Path Gideon. And, yeah, we'll just take our beats here. I mean, if we just draw a land, we get down Gideon Jura. So, Gideon's down to 2. Opponent passes. Now, let's Inquisition our opponent. At least we can make sure there's no path. Ugh, all the paths. Alright, so do that. Now we need to kill Gideon. I think we're actually winning. Somehow. I don't know how we're winning, but I think we are. Unless our opponent draws a Wrath or something. So, kill the Gideon. Flashback Lingering Souls. Lingering Souls is pretty good. And then tick up on the Knight. Pass the turn. Yeah, this has been an interesting match. Oh, so grindy. Should have an emo-only command for when you're about to time out so you don't get distracted by the chat. Ooh, that could be a good idea. Oh, opponent finds a Lingering Souls. Well, come on, land for Gideon Jura. Alpha Coffer, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you for your subscription. Big scoops here for our new subscriber. Yeah, Lingering Souls is super good. Well, now we're the one with the Gideon. Alright, Wall of Omens. Okay, we'll do it the hard way. Play Dark Confidant. Our opponent will path the Dark Confidant. And then we get to play Gideon Jura. This has been the hardest journey to a 5th land I think I've ever been through. I'd like to have both Gideons, ideally. I mean, once we get down Gideon Jura, it's so good. Opponent finds Bitter Blossom. Well, that's a steady source of creatures, but it does not beat Gideon Jura. I guess he can path on our upkeep, so we don't get the land this turn, most likely. Oh, they just let us get the Bob trigger? Well, that works. All right. Now we got our land. Now life is definitely in our favor. Gideon Jura. Because now we get to make... It's so good. The synergy here is awesome. This is a synergy we did not have until the rule change. So the best part of this is we get to force our opponent to attack, but also prevent the damage of a creature. So combined, we can just basically snipe down any creature by blocking. So now we just wrath our opponent's board, essentially. Bullbags! Welcome to the Fishbowl for the 8th month in a row. Love to support the best FTG personality on the net. Well, thank you so much for the support and the subscription. Big scoops here for our resubscriber. What do you think of mono white Gideon Tribal? I think you'd have to be a prison deck, essentially. I think it could work, but I think you'd be Chalice of the Void, Leyline of Sanctity, that type of stuff. I think that would be the direction to go. Maybe Ghostly Prisons. So kind of like a enchantment prison deck with Gideon as the finisher. So kill our opponent's stuff. Yes, this is interesting. We're one Gideon away from full Gideon Tron. Opponent passes. Ooh, surgical. I think we just do this. I think we just surgical the paths. Because they have a path in hand. So surgical path. And now we can just beat down with our Gideons and close out this game. Yeah, we can take out the Bitter Blossom as well. Opponent, yeah, pass our Bob. Ooh, last card in hand's a Liliana, but that's not actually very good. Let's see our opponent's deck. How different is this from our deck? So they have, what, 2 Lilianas and 4 Bitter Blossoms over the Wall of Omen Dark Confidants. That seems to be the main difference. Otherwise, very similar. Looks like they have the same number of Gideons. Maybe one less Jura than we do. Yeah, I mean, this is basically the same deck. We will exile the pass. It doesn't really matter, but I feel like we're in okay shape. I think that Dark Confidant's actually really good. So now we get to Anguish Unmaking the Bitter Blossom. And I think this should just do it. Now we just get to go Gideon Ultra Beatdowns. Gideon! It's so absurd. I still don't know if this is a good rules change. Like, it looks so weird that we're attacking with multiple Gideons. Is our opponent conceding? Our opponent scoops it up. Whoo! Well, that went well. Ish, for being stuck on lands for so long. Call the Gideon watch. Yeah, Gideon's everywhere. Yeah, I think this is the best setup we got after seeing our opponent's deck. Still not sold on Fulminators. Brutality doesn't seem great. Ley lines are actually interesting. It stops discard. It stops Lilianas. Maybe that's better than... I think that it might be better than Fulminators on the play, actually. Bring in a couple ley lines. You definitely could build Liliana Tribal. And maybe we go down the Bantu's Last Reckoning for the 3rd ley line. Well, Lingering Souls. I guess we better keep it. I guess we can go down a wall. Maybe try it like that. Yeah, the deck's supposed to have 24 lands. I'm not sure why this build only has 22. It should be 24. Might have loaded the wrong version. That could be partly why we're having some land issues. Because it's definitely a deck that had 24 lands, but I don't know. Yeah, I guess we got a mulligan. Oh, God. I think that might be the big problem, is we're for some reason, we are 2 lands short of where we should be. Marsh Flats for our opponent. Cracks it. Inquisition. Yeah, this is looking pretty bad. No ley lines. Mullen to 5. We've mulled to 5 a lot of times. Yeah, something must have gotten messed up with transferring around the deck list, because definitely supposed to be a 24 land deck. Oh boy. Yeah, we are in a lot of trouble. Well, play a Plains, play a Bob. Pass the turn. I can show you the list before I switched around the Bobs. Here was the list I was playing before I switched things around right before the stream. I don't know what the missing lands are. I would have to actually look at the current list, but you can see that's the list that I have been playing. Oh boy. Double Bitter Blossom! This might be a challenge. Dark Confidant gives us a Gideon. Well, I guess we thought Seas. Try to take a Gideon. Oh boy. Triple Bitter Blossom. Well, I guess we could draw into a Wrath. That is a thing that could kind of happen. Play Dark Confidant. We do have a lot of Dark Confidants, but I don't even know if a Wrath does it. One Plains and one Swamp. Oh, wait. A Ghost Quarter and a Plains? Yeah, something definitely got messed up. That helps explain why we've been having so much mana trouble. Having those 2 more lands would definitely help with not mulliganing as much. I mean, I guess they're more of a token build. The only real difference between our deck is they're playing Bitter Blossoms over the Dark Confidants. So I guess that makes it more of a token build. We have more card advantage. They have more Bitter Blossoms. There's Bitter Blossom number 3. And Lingering Souls. Yeah, we gotta draw a Wrath really soon. Dark Confidant. And even a Wrath, does that even save us? Getting into the Trials. Path to Exile. I think Dark Confidant is better than Heart of Kiran. Heart of Kiran is kind of awkward. Dark Confidant is good all the time. Heart of Kiran's only good if we already have a Planeswalker, because we can never crew it. So it does enable nut draws, I guess, where you go turn 2 Heart of Kiran, turn 3 Gideon, hit with Heart of Kiran, turn 4 Gideon, hit with Gideon Heart of Kiran. So it gives you a nut draw where you can close out the game really quick, but it's very inconsistent. Pit Panther, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you for your subscription. 2 months in a row. Big scoops here for our resubscriber. Great content as always. Best content creator in Magic. Well, thank you so much, Pit the Panther. Well, play a Gideon. If we lose our Bobs, I don't think we can win. I mean, I don't think we can win no matter what, but I think we need the Dark Confidants to have any chance. Our best bet is probably, well, let's Emblem. Our best bet might actually just be to draw Lingering Souls. What's going on, Moto? There we go. Thank you, Moto. I guess we'll attack with 1 Dark Confidant. I think we need to draw Lingering Souls to have any realistic chance. Millbot 3000 for the 4th month in a row. Welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you for your subscription. Big scoops cheer for our new subscriber. Yeah, Moto does not like all Gideons. Alright, opponent's gonna block. Yup. And pass the turn. Apostle Storm. That is a lot of Shadowborn Apostles. How do you ever find your Thrumming Stone in your 3,000 card deck? And how do you ever shuffle it? What's our opponent got? Gets in for a bundle. Yep. Down to 11. We really need our own Lingering Souls. Our Lingering Souls with the emblem is so good. Ugh. Gideon. Emblem's Gideon. Come on, Bob. Give us a Lingering Souls. Oh, this ley line to mock us. Well, play Gideon. Take up on a fairy. Play Godless Shrine, and I think we're dead. Pass the turn. Yeah, we might have to try it again with the lands in the deck. Opponent, down to 7. Also, we can't run bad forever. I mean, we're running bad in part because we don't have the lands in our deck, which has been a lot of the problem that we've had. I was wondering why things were running so much less smoothly than they had been. Alright, gonna take up on Shambling Vent. I mean, there's a chance that we can steal this if we draw... Huh. Alright, we'll take 5. Kills our Gideon. Interesting. Well, come on, Bob. Does this let us win? Play Gideon. Ugh. Not really. Tick up. Is there any way of stealing from here? Oh, it's going to be so close. So we attack with Dark Confidant. How do we steal this? Ugh. Yeah. Huh. I guess we attack Gideon. Opponent blocks. Opponent blocks. Alright. Bob down. So we're not losing life to Bob anymore. This might let us keep our Gideon alive another turn. Thanks to our path. Our opponent only has 7 1/1s. Alright, takes up Gideon. Alright, so our Gideon's actually going to live another turn. Oh, now our opponent has big Gideon, right? Not firing up Shambling Vent. Well, Wrath is definitely a live draw. Hits Gideon to 1. Cracks Windswept Teeth down to 3. Our opponent's going to be at 0. Anguish Unmaking. If we just peel Anguish Unmaking, then we win. It's that simple. Anguish Unmaking just wins us this game. After all this, we have 1 Anguish Unmaking. Oh, come on. Come on, Anguish Unmaking. 1 time. Yep, takes up Gideon. Ley lines. We're going to get 1 more draw at it. So take up Gideon. Play a ley line. The odds are not good. The odds are not good, but we could draw it. Oh, no, you're right. Now we can't win because they have the second Gideon. Yeah. Too many Gideons. So that doesn't actually help us. So, yeah. Now I don't know if there's any way we can win. What is it with these rules? Yeah, odds are pretty close to 0 now. We had an out for a second before our opponent played another Gideon. Opponent goes attacking. It's our Gideon. We draw more paths, and that does it. These two missing lands are definitely causing lots of problems. Well, let's run out the last match. Yeah, it's a mirror match. Gideon's is a real deck. Well, we'll have to revisit this in the future when the deck list isn't messed up. Yeah, I could have attacked with Gideon there, and that would have given us a chance. I don't... Tezzeret control list. I'm not sure what the Tezzeret control list is, actually. We have lands this game, so we'll try this. Opponent has Eldrazi Temple. Well, play Shambling Vent, pass the turn. The Curbinator for the 12th month in a row. Another 1-year subscriber. Thank you so much for the resubscription. Big scoops here for our new subscriber. Well, maybe we'll have to do a 1-year stream at some point. Sure, Sir Sethers. Oh, man. Double Temple. Yikes. Oh, man, the double Temple draw. That is not good. Yeah, the Darksteel Beatdown deck was pretty fun. I mean, I guess it's good that our opponent didn't have anything good to play with instead of Chalice when they have all this mana. Oh, there's the Thought Knot. I see. Bot Punchos for the 6th month in a row. Keep up the jank and the Gary mention of Squid Thief. Well, thank you for the resub, Bot Punchos. Definitely appreciate it. Big scoops here for our resubscriber. Yeah, oh man. Yep, Tron piece. So, what do we do here? Vault of the Archangel. I mean, I guess we just... doesn't matter. I guess we Lingering Souls. Our best bet might be something with Vault of the Archangels, keeping our opponent from being able to kill us. Yeah, we'd just be too dead. If we spend our second turn Ghost Quartering, we only put our opponent down 1 mana, and we put ourselves down a mana, which is just too big of a tempo swing. I'm pretty sure I was the first person. We played Gideon Tribal against the odds as soon as Gideon Ally of Zendikar was spoiled, so pretty sure that we are the original creators of Gideon Tribal. I mean, I don't know. There's probably someone somewhere in the world that thought of the same idea, but I'm pretty sure we're the first people to make the deck. Yeah, I guess we'll block. Yeah, there's been a problem with the deck list. There's 2 lands missing for some reason, so we're playing out our league and giving it our best shot, but there's been a bit of clunkiness. Oh, man. So many Thought Knot Seers. I mean, I don't like Ghost Quarter in any deck, but if you don't play Ghost Quarter, you just lose to Tron, and losing to Tron is not good. That's That's the problem that I have. Ghost Quarter is just like a necessary evil. I was changing up the list for the stream, changing some stuff around, and somehow we ended up with 22 lands instead of 24 lands, which has definitely been the cause of some clunkiness. So we'll try the all-out block here, I guess, on this Thought Not Seer. Lingering Souls. Yeah, Chalice is actually being pretty annoying here. I would be a fan of Wasteland in Modern, personally. Play Godless Shrine untapped, but it would probably actually lead to bad things. I think like Delver decks and some of the tempo type decks that we see in Legacy, they would really be able to take advantage of it, and it would be pretty bad. We can't resolve 1-mana spells because of Chalice of the Void. Would love to be killing our opponent's board, but Chalice, pretty good at stopping pass, unfortunately. We got to chump to stay alive. Chalice on 2. Well, play Godless Shrine tapped, pass the turn. No Gideons for us. Fatal Push also happens to be the classic 1 converted mana cost. So block Thought Knot, block Reality Smasher. And I guess we better double block to be safe. Block, block. And then Vault of the Archangel. So we're staying alive, unless our opponent has a huge play here. We get another draw. More cards we can't cast. We really need a Gideon. Uh-oh. Oh, my God. Chalice on 3. Gideon! Not a Gideon. Well, we're going to die to Smasher no matter what. So we might as well Shambling Vent. I mean, I guess the good news is our opponent's on all Chalices, but this does lock out a lot of our deck. Mono White, I think, would have some challenges. I think it's possible. There's tons of things you can do. I've seen people playing blue-white control Gideons. You could build a deck that's similar to the Boros Sun and Moon deck Gideons. So there's a lot of possibilities. Alright, Worm Coil. That is a problem. And nothing we can cast. Well, we're 0 for Gideon this game. Opponent gets in with Worm Coil. And, yeah, we just not drawn. 1, 2, 3. I mean, I guess we can chump for the turn, but I don't think... Yeah. Alright, we'll chump for the turn. My deck, you were supposed to use some Apostles to tutor for Razaketh and Runescarred, which lets you tutor for the aforementioned finisher. Alright. There's Reality Smasher. Yes, I would love to path the Worm Coil. That would be wonderful. We get to bring in Fulminator Mages, which is good. And I guess we bring in the Stony Silences. And bring in the Anguish Unmakings. And go down Fatal Push, Collective Brutality. Fatal Push, and probably a couple of Inquisitions. And a Wall of Omens. Something like that. The new Planeswalker rule is most certainly on Magic Online. That was a lot of Chalices. I don't think Surgical is that good in this matchup, really. Ooh, alright. Well, we got a Stony Silence, and a Gideon, and even a Dark Confidant. Yeah, the legendary ruling has changed on Magic Online. So, let's just conceal the courtyard. Pass the turn. Stony Silence does some good things. Gonna be good here, because it's gonna stop this expedition map. Ooh, and a Gideon. Alright, well, this is the kind of hand we're actually looking for. Something along these lines. Sicilian Defense for the 5th month in a row. Thank you for all the amazing content. Look forward to end against odds every week. Well, thank you so much for the subscription, Sicilian Defense. Welcome back to the Fishbowl. Big scoops cheer for our new subscriber. What do we do? I mean, we came here to play Gideons. Let's Gideon. If our opponent just has Tron, that is very sad for us, but I guess we'll just Emblem since might as well. Pass the turn. Do you think Tron needs a ban? Oh boy. Natural Tron and Eldrazi Tron is the saddest, because they don't even try very hard to put together Tron. There's a thought knot. Well, the nightmare continues. The Ace of Spades, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you for your subscription and a Mattery Shaper. Big scoops here for our new subscriber. So run out our Wall of Omens, draw a card. I guess we Ghost Quarter to break up Tron is the best we can do. I don't know about Tron needing a banning. I mean, there's a lot of busted things in Modern. Eldrazi Temple. I would be very on board with Eldrazi Temple being banned. I don't think that's a... I don't know what the justification is for having Eldrazi Temple legal in Modern, in all honesty. So we'll block the Mana Reshaper. No, not another Thought Knot. Chalice on 2? Oh, Ballista on 2. Alright, well, Stony Silence is keeping that in check, for the most part. Ooh, Fulminator. Well, I think we'd rather just Dark Confidant, tick up on Thought Knot, play Concealed Courtyard, pass the turn. Hopefully this Bob lives and starts drawing us cards. Oh, really? You think you're 50%? I would have to run the numbers. I actually don't know the exact math. I would assume with just 4 expedition maps and the Tron pieces that you gotta be way less than that. Another Matter Reshaper. You should be able to subscribe. Up at the top, there should be a little spot for subscriptions. All right, Bob, do your thing. Give us some action. Dark Confidant. Oh, thank you. It's just another. I'm glad you enjoyed the commentary. Yeah, I think the Temple would have been a better banning than I, personally. I lets you do explosive turn 1 things, but I think that Temple is actually the better card overall. Well, we drew another Gideon, which means we're going to play another Gideon. Get a Plains. I think we're actually in kind of okay shape. Play a Gideon. Make a 2/2. Gideon. Prevent damage from Matter Reshaper. And pass the turn. Because we can always path this Thought Knot, and we might do that. Modern is a really fun format. Thoughts on restricting cards in Modern for some decks rather than banning, cutting each Shrine Land down to 3? So, that's a good plan in theory. The problem is, it ends up being way too confusing and complicated. That's my thinking on it. Opponent attacks. So we block Reality Smasher. Block Walking Ballista. Actually, that doesn't work. We gotta block Matter Reshaper. 1, 2, 3. Oh, wait. They're all going at Little Gideon. Okay, so we can block here. So this takes 1, this takes 3, and we Path Thought Knot. All right, that works. So Path Thought Knot's here. We draw. Ooh, more Fulminators. Okay. Dark Confidant gives us even more Fulminators. Huh. So make a 2/2. Take up Gideon on Reality Smasher. Play Fulminator. And... Ugh. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, I guess we just gotta blow up Temple, pass the turn. Use our creatures on defense. I think they should have cards with unique on them. You only play one of them, not quite as confusing. Yeah, then that leads to other weird issues where there's just a ton of variance, and it can actually be kind of frustrating. So it puts decks in position where you kind of see this in Vintage, where everyone just kind of tries to tutor up their restricted cards. So I don't know if that actually makes the format more fun overall. So block. Disappointed to lose our Bob, but I think it's necessary here. They do get 2 Matter Reshaper triggers. Yeah, it's exactly the Soul Ringing Commander problem. That is very much what it is. I just wish the top ramp deck would be green things, running spells, tons of forests in the field instead of being 3 weird colorless lands. Yeah, I mean, I don't think they would print Tron today. So I guess in that sense, there's an argument that, you know, maybe it shouldn't be a thing, but I don't know. All right, they hit another mine. And there's an Endbringer. How do we stop this? Well, I guess we can... Can we? Stop Reality Smasher damage. We might have to start attacking with Gideon. I think we got to start attacking. Get in with Gideon. We got to try to close out this game because they're going to draw something huge eventually. Hit our opponent. Lingering Souls. Inquisition. Get rid of Chalice. Ooh, Thought Knot in hand. Pass the turn. We don't have a path for Endbringer. We need to draw a path, and then we can path Endbringer. Opponent. Goes to combat. Gets in a Gideon. Well, we'll block with a Spirit. There's the Thought Knot. We could use a Wrath, a Path. Any of that stuff would be good. It would be cool if they sold land packs with 4 of every fetch and 4 of every shock. Ooh, that would be pretty cool. We're going to get wrecked by this Endbringer of all things. So hit Reality Smasher. Yeah, this Endbringer is super bad for us. Well, the Stony Silence kind of locks down the Walking Ballista since they can't activate it. It's just kind of a creature. So prevent the damage. Make a 2/2. Play Fulminator Mage. I think we got to Ghost Quarter ourselves to get a Swamp, unfortunately. Get a Swamp so we can flashback our Lingering Souls. Yeah, they do really like the lands to help sell the set. That is one of the best parts about lands, I think, from Wizards' perspective. They're usually some of the highest value stuff. And then I guess we just pass. Man, drawing a Wrath would be awesome. Sideboard cards are usually about shoring up the weaknesses of your deck and how they interact with other decks. You see a lot of common stuff there, though. Stuff that really harms other popular decks is one common sideboarding plan. Like Stony Silence is in a lot of sideboards because it's very good against Affinity, good against Tron. C. Crowder, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you for your subscription. Big scoops here for our new subscriber. Opponent passes. We draw another land. Is it just time to attack with everything? Is that where we're at? And then we're going to lose our Planeswalkers, though, which is sad. I think we have to, though. So fire up Gideon. Fire up Gideon. Attack with everything. Opponent Ghost Quarters, but we do get to activate first. Give everything Lifelink and Death Touch. No lands left, unfortunately. Yeah, I think this is the only thing we can really do. Yeah, I haven't seen much from... Oh, my goodness. Oh, they had Dismember? Oh, God. Yikes. Mitch Bird, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you for your subscription. Big scoops here for our new subscriber. Oh, that Dismember was super good for our opponent. Hit our opponent, draw a card, play Shambling Vent, pass the turn. Unfortunately, our opponent gets to kill our Gideon now. Oh, we're going to end up just short. Oh, dear. And they... Oh, dear. Well, they draw the Tron land, and that does it. Yeah, you got our Marsh Flats. Well, Fulminator killed our opponent's creature. Yeah, I don't know if there's anything we can draw, honestly. Attack our opponent, attack our opponent. They get to shoot down a spirit, shoot down another one. They're at 4. I think killing their Reality Smasher was better than blowing up a land when they didn't have Tron. We already blew up the Tron piece once. Expedition map's off the table, so they're like 3 and 40. So the odds of actually just peeling it off the top aren't that high. So I think it's better to deal with the Reality Smasher that would deal a ton of damage. We do have Anguish of Making in our deck. Drawing a deck would be nice. What were you playing against Eldrazi Winner? Or against Eldrazi Terranator? Opponent gets in with the Endbringer. Yup. Untaps Endbringer. Oh, they got rid of Stony Silence, so now they get to get another land. Huh? World's biggest walking ballista. We draw more shambling vents, and that does it. Oh, well. So, record didn't end up good, unfortunately, but I think we know what the problem was. The deck list had a pretty major issue, so I don't know what exactly happened to put us at 22 lands, but definitely supposed to have 24 lands. So we had a bit of clunkiness. So sorry about that. It was kind of a disappointing way for it to go, but overall I think the deck is still really sweet. I'm disappointed with how the record turned out, but I do think the lands were part of it. I've been playing the deck on my own, and it's definitely a lot better than that performance looked. We also ran into just some really bad matchups, so I think that Gideon Tribal could end up being a fairly realistic thing with in the modern format. And so I don't know. We'll definitely come back to it again once the deck is fixed a little bit. Give it another shot because I really like this deck, and it's exciting to see other people playing it and it catching on in that sense. Because we actually ran into the mirror in the league, and other people seem to be trying it. So yeah, so a little disappointing with the outcome, but I still think the deck is really sweet, and we can come back to it again. Anyway, we have enough time that I think we get to close up our streaming for the week with, I don't think we can play 4 Ghost Quarters. The mana base is, I think it probably just needs another fetch land and another, I think it should go down 2 Shambling Vents. I think 4 Shambling Vents is too many. I think it should go up another fetch land maybe, or just other untapped black-white duels. Maybe the filter land, the black-white filter land could be okay, or another basic or 2. So I think that would be where I would start at. I think it's hard to run 4 Ghost Quarters in this deck. I mean, Grand Abolisher is a neat idea, and I think it'd be fun to test it. I'm not sure that solves any of the problems that we saw. Like, it doesn't really do anything against a lot of decks. Like, it does help your Gideons not get pathed, and it helps fight through counter spells if it lives. So that's the upside, but I don't think it would have changed, like, Storm, it doesn't do anything. Eldrazi or Tron decks, it doesn't do anything. So I don't know. I'm leaning towards, if you want to try that, I think it would be more interested in trying it as a sideboard card, but I think it's a neat idea. I think if I was going to play mono white, it would be something like, let me see. I don't know if this list is still here. There was a bunch of different versions with cycling through. Smallpox is an idea. You can obviously go Abzan and have Oath of Nissas and Birds of Paradise and stuff. But I think if you're going to go mono white, it would be something like Chalice of the Voids. I mean, it would basically, the problem is I started to build the mono white deck, and I realized it was basically like the white-red Sun and Moon prison deck, but without Blood Moons. And then at that point, I was like, well, is there any reason to not just be playing Blood Moons if we're going to be looking so much like it anyway? Because I think it would be like Ras, that maybe Ghostly Prison. The other problem is going to be like how to deal with combo in this build of the deck. Like, you have Ley Lines and Chalice is the main plan. But I don't know. I think the shell would start with something like this, and then you would go from there. Actually, Lingering Souls would be out if it was mono white. So I don't know. Those are the main pieces, I think, or Chalices, maybe Ghostly Prisons and Ley Lines, along with, could play more Ras. Obviously, bring in more Paths. Can bring in like O-Ring type removal. So that would be a possibility. I mean, the Blood Moon version would basically be the Sun and Moon deck, but with more Gideons in it, I think. The blue-white builds that I've seen so far aren't as Gideon heavy, but they're still playing several of the Gideons, but more like 4 Gideons total, maybe like 2 Trials, 2 Gideon Juras, something like that, instead of being as heavy, but you could play more Gideons in it as well. Mana Tithe is fun, and I love Mana Tithe. Not sure about it actually being a legit answer to combo, though. It's more of like a gotcha card on turn 2, but I can't imagine it actually stops Storm or something considerably. Yeah, Oath of Gideon isn't very good, unfortunately. We played that in the Against the Odds version, and it was fun, and it's cool, but it didn't feel like it was actually competitive. Heart of Kieran's another 2-drop option, so there's a ton of sweet possibilities. I think Rule of Law would be more of a sideboard card. I mean, I guess you could play one in the main deck, but I would probably start with it in the sideboard, unless your meta is very storm heavy. Yeah, prison doesn't protect the walkers, but it might keep us alive. Like, the main worry I have with this version of the deck is just like, how do you live? There's just, yeah, I don't know. That's my main concern. So Ghostly Prison would more be to actually keep us alive until we can hopefully take over the game with Planeswalkers and Wraths, just to slow down aggressive decks. So I don't know. There's definitely a bunch of possibilities as far as where the deck could go and where Gideon Tribal could go. Yeah, Ghostly Prison doesn't save Planeswalkers. It just keeps us alive while we're trying to find our Planeswalkers. Yeah, Solemnity, Phyrexian on Life would be another good option. So there's tons of possibilities, and even beyond Gideons, like Chandra's get better. I could imagine Chandra Torture Defiance, Chandra Flamecaller being a 3-3 split. You have Big Chandra at the top end of the curve. There's some interesting Liliana possibilities, so there's a ton of possibilities there as well. So anyway, that does it for Gideon Tribal, but we do get to wrap up with a game of Mo-Mir tonight. So let's pull up the Mo-Mir list. Mr. Hello, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you for your subscription. Big scoops here for our new subscriber. Oh yeah, there's also the crazy ramp possibility with that legendary land that taps for 2, the Honor Worn something that can untap when you tap a legendary permanent. So you could go mono white and try to be like ramp into Karns and Ugins and Big Elspeth, so that would be another fun idea. Anyway, Mo-Mir list. We have Apes of Wrath, I Am the Evil One, Counter Cleric, Mirkin, 595024113, Mage Knight, and Stony Baloney at the top of our list, followed by Mitchbird. So, Apes of Wrath, are you in for a game of Mo-Mir tonight to wrap up our streaming? Also, I Am the Evil One. How about you? Really? The list is different depending on who calls it? I think it might just be that people left. Apes of Wrath, I Am the Evil One, Counter Cleric, Mirkin, Mage Knight, Stony Baloney. The list looks the same to me. Alright, so no Apes of Wrath. I Am the Evil One, Counter Cleric, Mirkin, 595. You're next up on the list. Any of you ready for the Mo-Mir match tonight? Well, alright, fight over it. We're going to do our last 30-second break, and then we'll do our Mo-Mir match to wrap things up tonight. And we are back, and I Am the Evil One has submitted their challenge. So after a sadly not as good as I was hoping Gideon League, we get to wrap things up for the week of streaming with some super sweet Mo-Mir action. And before we get into this, I know some people leave when Mo-Mir starts. A reminder to everyone, next Wednesday, 6 Eastern Time, special Commander Clash live stream. So if you want to check out the Commander Clash Live, featuring me and Tomer, Miss Mulligan, Jen, also Tom, MTG Radio. Make sure to check that out, 6 Eastern. It'll be here on the channel and also everyone else's channels. All right, let's swamp go. Wow, that Salvage Titan list looks pretty interesting. It looks really fun. I remember a Legacy deck with Salvage Titan. Really cool idea. Is there a theme for Commander Clash Live? I'm assuming... Yes, Tuesday and Thursday will be normal. This is just an extra thing. So yes, no changes to Tuesday or Thursday stream. We will most likely on Tuesday be doing a pre-release stream, doing some Ixalan Limited since it'll just be releasing. And then on Thursday, I'm hoping that we will be probably exploring Ixalan Standard. So it'll kind of be Ixalan week, and that will, Samite Healer, that will also most likely be the theme of Commander Clash. I would be surprised if it was not some sort of Ixalan influence decks. The live Commander Clash will go up as the normal Commander Clash episode. So I think either that Friday or the following Friday. I'm not 100% sure on the scheduling yet. But it will go up as like a special episode on the YouTube channel. So if you miss it, it'll go up there. Varial, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you for your subscription. Big scoops here for our new subscriber. Council's Lieutenant. Alright. Can become famous or renowned. Yeah, I think we just gotta pass here. After you play Boggles, can I send you a Janky Infect build and you put it up for the voting? You can definitely send me a Janky Infect build. Whether or not I do a deck tech of it, I can't promise that, but you can definitely send it to me. You can email me saffronolive@mtggoldfish.com. Which command to check the position in the Mo-Mir list? Ooh, that's a Jay Zoller question. I actually don't know the answer to that. Yeah, we had a bit of a deck problem. We're going to do Gideon's again. I might actually do it for Much Brew at some point. Do a league with it or some sort of series like that. Because I really like the deck and I plan on continuing to work on it. Or, I mean, maybe it's horrible, but people are definitely excited about it. We're not the only ones playing it. Because we saw other people. We even ran into the mirror match in the league, so... Ooh, Sublime Archangel. That is a super good fast flying clock. That might actually win us this game. There should be little events for whenever the stream storm count reaches lethal with tendrils and grape shots. Ooh, that's a good idea. The commander stream is going to be interesting. I'm excited for it. I think it'll be different because it'll be an episode of Commander Clash, which means there will probably be less me talking directly with you. Like, we'll still have the chat on screen and stuff, but it'll probably be more me talking with Tomer and Tom and Jen. So it'll be different, because usually our stream is very much about us interacting, like talking to each other and hanging out. So that's how I'm used to doing it. So it's going to be interesting for me to see if I can actually do a normal episode of Commander Clash while streaming. I'm not going to listen. If you tell me to cast my commander, I'm not going to listen. That would be against the spirit of Commander Clash. Alright, Ardent Militia. Guess what? It has Exalted. Man, Sublime Archangel is really good. If it had one more toughness, maybe it could make it in Modern. I mean, I guess maybe we should just build around it. How much does this cost? Can we build a budget Sublime Archangel deck? It seems like it would be super sweet in tokens. I need to check the price on Sublime Archangel. It's probably ridiculously expensive. Sublime Archangel, M13, $755? We can do that. For Third Dent, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you for your subscription. Big scoops here for our new subscriber. Scry me a river. Ooh, scrying is fun. Marionette Master. There is a non-zero chance that Marionette Master is the first budget magic that we do after Ixalan comes out. Oh man. I am unreasonably excited about the potential of that with treasures. I think wow, we're like mono white Mo-Mir. What are the odds that we just get the mono white curve? But it's kind of working. Yeah, the kids are going to bed hungry, but thankfully we get to play Mo-Mir. Not that that helps the kids any, but hit our opponent for 8. I think it'll probably be my perspective that goes on YouTube. Down to 6. Our opponent needs a flyer. They're just dead. So Mo-Mir is a really random format. It's built around Mo-Mir Vig Simic Visionary Vanguard, which says our life total jumps by 4, so you start at 24 life, and your deck is all lands, but every turn you can pay X, discard a card, which will be a land, and you make a token that's a copy of a random creature of that converted mana cost. So basically, you pay 2, discard a card, get a random 2-drop, etc., etc. So it's basically all played on the battlefield. No spells, it's just all random creatures, and you're basically hoping you get lucky, but there is skill involved in it too. You're hoping to play the battlefield well, manage your odds the best you can with what drops you're going for and so forth, and just get Sublime Archangel, and life is good. Get Sublime Archangel, and you win. Upload all perspectives. That could be interesting. Sublime and Walls. Ooh. So just block and Sublime? Oh, they did have a flyer? Wait, this has flying, right? Okay. Oh, they did have something. Oh, they can make us lose flying, too. Who would have thought Raid Jan Spirit would actually be relevant here? Oh, we played a Gideon deck that was a couple lands short of where we wanted it to be. A Gideon Tribal. Sifter Worm for our opponent. I don't even have kids, Big Scoops here. I don't even know how that started, but it's just kind of caught on. I think one time when we didn't do well, I said the kids aren't eating tonight or something, and it's kind of just become a running joke. But no, I don't actually have any kids. And if I did, I would feed them, even if we lost Mo-Mir. But maybe not if I 0-5'd. Just kidding, just kidding. What do you think of Esper Aggro featuring unblockable creatures, Cypher, and whenever this creature damages a player, and Infect? That sounds really fun. We can't win the game because of this spirit. It's just annoying us like crazy. We're gaining tons of life, which is good. Yeah, they could eat all the Infect and Boggles cards they wanted. Tasty, tasty Infect. Opponent's a Cognivore. Immediately dies. I think we're just going to make our land drops and trust that Colossus will get us there. Actually, what if we attack with everything? Does that... Oh, opponent's going aggro. Oh, Okay. I want to shoot something down with a ogre lady. What do you think the odds are you'll play that sick shape a new deck? My friend says he might ditch his green-red Tron deck for that list. Ooh. I think, unfortunately, which I'm very sad about, it's probably going to be beaten out by Boggles for Mucha Brew, but there's a decent chance that it shows up on stream at some point. Although, it's kind of an unfortunate time for it because we're going to have Ixalan release. And that'll mean we'll be focusing on new Ixalan stuff. We will keep. Usually good plan in Mo-Mir. Opponent plays a mountain. Well, play a swamp and pass the turn. Mountain for our opponent. And, oh no. Mana dorks are best thing you can get in Mo-Mir. Well, we just need to match our opponent. Sylvan Caryatid. No. Sylvan Caryatid, right here, coming up. To keep pace. Caryatid? Erdwell Illuminator. Well, if we ever get a tireless tracker, game on. Would you rather do much of blue based off Sublime Archangel utility creatures with Exalted Cocoa or against odds with clones like 34 Rhinos? I guess tokens is another valid strategy. I would probably... If I was going to go all in on Sublime Archangel, I would probably go tokens. Without actually testing any lists, obviously. But that seems like the easiest way to abuse it. I don't know how against the odds that is if you're playing like Spectral Processions and Lingering Souls, but those cards seem super good with Archangel. If you Spectral Procession on 3, play Archangel, you hit for 4 right away? So I don't know. I'm sure there's other ways. You could just build an actual Exalted deck too. Flailing Manticore. Should probably read that. Ansel Smith, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you for your subscription. Big scoops here for our new subscriber. Flailing Manticore, flying first strike, pay 1, +1/+1, pay 1, -1, -1. Any player can do any of it. Huh. That would be an interesting commander card. I wonder if you could get people to actually help you kill people, or if they just immediately kill it. They probably just immediately kill it. Yeah. The Darksteel deck was sweet. It was controversial, surprisingly controversial. I thought that people would be on board with it, but some people did not like it. They wanted to see the 20 counters, and I guess I can't actually blame them. It was a non-traditional way to go about it, but man, it did some sweet stuff. And beating the Emrakul, oh man, that was so awesome. There was so many sweet stuff. Tomer streams at Budget Commander, I believe. Do we gotta take a turn off and kill this thing? It does not feel good. I think we do, though. Yes, alright. Kill Flailing Manticore. We can't even block this Dross Golem. Play a land. I guess we attack in case they decide to block and do us a favor. Yeah, it was definitely cheating. I was kind of hoping we got in a position where somehow, like, our opponent played Ensnaring Bridge or something, and we accidentally won with the 20 counters anyway. That would have been the best. But now I know. People got to meet people's expectations. Wild Jabin for the 5th month in a row says, "Oh hi." Well, oh hi, Wild Jabin. Welcome back to the Fishbowl. Thank you for your subscription. Big scoops here for our new subscriber. So the other thing that scared me away from doing the proliferate plan to try to get the counters was I felt like the deck was going to be a lot like the one we played on Mucha Brew not long ago, the Paradox Engine combo deck. So it felt like it was going to be like that, but potentially just a worse version of that. So I was a little nervous about it seeming like, oh, it's just like that Proliferate Engine deck, but not as good or not as entertaining. I made my top 8 a second time at Modern PPTQ with Green Red Ponza. Ooh, yeah, Green Red Ponza is sweet. We haven't played that in a while. It is a really fun deck, though. You said that for against odds, you don't like to shove the card in an already established deck. Reactors just works in Darksteel Relic. That's a fair criticism. I don't know about established deck. I've never seen anyone putting in soul artifacts on... I'm sure someone has done it before, but I've never seen that a deck list like that anywhere. So I think it was a unique take on it, but that is a fair criticism that Darksteel Relic was probably a better Darksteel reactor. So that oh, Ixalan! Ixalan has arrived. It is the Doran dinosaur. We got our first Ixalan card on Magic Online. Unfortunately, we're losing here still pretty drastically. That's the power of a mana dork. Belligerent Bonardon. Oh man. I swear you all are going to hate me when it comes to pronouncing Ixalan cards. Belligerent Brontodon. Brontodon. Are we dead? I guess we're not literally dead, but we're pretty close. Brontodon actually makes Dross Column a little worse. It makes our zombies a little better. Oh, it's creatures you control? Never mind. It does not... I was thinking we were hitting for 3 with the Illuminator, but it's not really a Doran. It's a personal Doran. Dornosaur. Opponent. It says Brontodon. Can you do Throne of Empires next? So next week we have a special episode. Although I think we will definitely give Throne of Empires and... what came in third? Time Sifter. We will give those cards another shot at some point because it was a super close poll this week. So we definitely will give them another shot, but I think for the next week's special episode, possibly 2 special episodes, because there's 2 different things we really need to do that are really sweet. I hope are really sweet. I can't tell you what we're playing, but it all involves new stuff with Ixalan, with rules changes on Magic Online and in Magic. So we got to do a Ixalan episode, but I don't think that'll be this week. I think that'll be next week. Beginning upkeep, if you have no cards in hand, each opponent loses 2 life. Beginning your opponent's upkeep, if that player has no cards in hand, they lose 2 life. Are we... I guess we're still not just dead. I mean, we're mostly dead. Hey, what's up, Monster CC? Well, our record didn't go too well, but we had fun, and that's the most important thing. What do you think about using Lich as pseudo in Soul Artifact 13 through 16? Yeah. I mean, definitely could. It is similar to that. And I guess with indestructible artifacts... oh, now we're just dead, right? Dead. Well, I guess we go to 1? Well, we gotta hit the Bounce Kraken. Oh, no, it has an extra... oh, Brontodon! Dornosaur. Yeah, that actually kills us. Alright. Yes, you got us. This will probably be our only game of Mo-Mir for the night. We got one more game in this match. Do you think with the Planeswalker Challenge that some decks might be really legit? You could run a lot of Garrux and be mono green ramp. There's definitely lots of things worth exploring. How they actually turn out, I'm not 100% sure. But there's definitely a lot of things that are worth testing. Who's my favorite non-Goldfish content creator? Probably just go with LSV. Although, that's probably a cop-out answer, because who doesn't love LSV? But LSV's awesome. I'm building a janky Legacy Brew, needs a little help, unsure whether or not to keep Swords to Plowshares. Black Visions. Ooh, that is definitely spicy. Where's the... is Fevered Visions the main win con? I mean, oh, you got Black Vice too. Okay, that makes sense. I think I would keep swords. Or are you splashing just for swords? I guess you could play. I mean, you could go a bunch of directions. You could probably get by with lightning bolts, but swords is very good. Dinosaur Stampede does sound pretty fun. I think PhD, even that guy probably loved LSV. He just didn't know him. All right, Mountain Go. Blue Red Slaver. I think that could be a really fun. I built something similar to this for a budget Magic that I never actually used yet, but we might use it eventually. But I think it could be a really fun like budget deck or maybe against odds style deck. As far as being a like winning tournaments, the challenge with the deck is how do you beat control? That's the problem I kept running into. Because stealing creatures is great if your opponent's, 2/2 unblockable. We'll take that. It's great if your opponent's playing creatures, but if you run into a Torrential Gearhulk deck with no creatures, then you just have a bunch of dead cards. So I think that's what you got to figure out is how you, or maybe no one's playing control and then it's fine. But that's always been my concern is what do you do in the control matchup? Knight of the White Orchid. Thankfully, our opponent did not get a land off of it. That would have been bad for us. Well, let's slay in for 2 with Shadow. And pass the turn. If you could make any card or cycle of cards standard legal, what would it be? Oh, goodness. Original dual lands. Fry16, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you for your subscription. Big Scoops here for our new subscriber. Yes, Jay Zoller, get rid of control. I got it. I have an idea for mono white deck that loops Squadron Hawk with the new Legion's Conquistadors, but I have issues figuring out the way to close out the game quickly. Yeah, that is an issue. that is the Squadron Hawk problem. They are very good at grinding, but well, maybe this is okay. It is a huge trap. All right, Eater of Days, we're doing it. We're doing it. We're doing it. We're doing it. I actually think Blood Moon would be bad for Standard. I love Blood Moon, but I think it would actually be bad for Standard. I would want the dual lands to come back, not so much because I care about them being in Standard. I think they are not considerably better than any other land cycle. Like, they wouldn't break Standard as long as there's no fetch lands in the Standard at the time. They're roughly the same as everything else, but it would mean they were not on the reserve list, and then they would be able to be played by everyone else, and it would be wonderful. As far as the Squadron Hawk problem, maybe just some anthems, like Honor the Pure. That does help speed up the Squadron Hawk clock. If you're really looping somehow and getting tons of Enter the Battlefield triggers, maybe Perforos or a way to take advantage of that if it's really just coming into play again and again. Okay. We'll block. Man, are we just going to eat this game? Eater of Days? Is this going to work? Bone it, 5-drop. No Acidic Slime. Riku of 2 Reflections. The Squadron Clock. Opponent. I think this is going to work. I think our opponent's just given up because maybe Eater of Days is actually super good in Mo-Mir. It looks so bad because you skip 2 turns. Do you remember with the Against Odds? We played that in an Against Odds deck, and we actually beat someone by just hard casting it. We just hard cast it. We skipped our turns, and it actually worked. Opponent. Ooh, Nemesis is big, but not as big as Eater of Days. And actually not even that big until it goes monstrous. Yeah, Riku does not do much in Mo-Mir. Everything's a token. You don't have any spells. Oh, we should have blocked, though. Oh, well. I guess we could hit something bad for ourselves? Or a Frost Ogre. Well, we're slamming in. Eating up the days. Oh, no, not Eater of Days Panharmonicon. That sounds like a really bad plan. Maybe some of the new cards with Panharmonicon will be sweet, though. Bone it. 7 mana. Gets. Oh, good game. I am the evil one. Eater of Days, just too good, too good. It's standard F&M tonight. What do I play that is competitive but not millions? Oh, geez. I I mean, I guess you can play any of the budget decks. I wouldn't build a deck. I mean, I wouldn't build a deck specifically for tonight with the rotation happening so soon. So I would wait till after rotation and build pirates or something. Well, we got there. We got there with the Eater of Days eating away. Yeah, it does seem like a weird night for an F&M on a Thursday. But actually, though, when you consider people are all around, opponent reveals their swamp band. When you consider people live in like Asia and Europe and stuff, it's already like tomorrow if you're living in the U.S. So then it would be Friday Night Magic. So that makes sense. Oh my goodness. So, well, Mo-Mir was sweet. Gideon's were sweet, but had some issues. But we will return to Gideon's again because I really have faith in that deck. So we will do it again. But I think that brings us to the end for tonight, the end of the stream. So, anyway, let's do our reminders on the way out the door. Of course, if you want to go back and watch any of the old streams, you can go to the replay YouTube. The normal YouTube has sweet stuff like Commander Clash and upcoming Ixalan reviews, Much Brew coming out this weekend featuring some green-black longbow action. So make sure to check that out. And the merch page where you can find tokens and t-shirts, including the new Get Rex t-shirt. So I think that does it, everyone. One last reminder, just so you know, I'll remind you again on Tuesday when we're back again with another one, but Wednesday, Commander Clash Live Edition, 6 Eastern Time, live stream Commander Clash, should be fun, so keep that in mind as well. Anyway, everyone, you were amazing. It's always so fun to hang out. It was a blast. Have a wonderful weekend. Thank you so much to everyone who just hung out, who donated, who subscribed, who did the bit thing, which I got to figure out what that is. It was awesome. Have a wonderful weekend, and I will talk to you soon.